Want your cheese to stay fresh and delicious for as long as possible? Whether you're a cheese connoisseur or just someone who enjoys a good slice now and then, knowing how to store your cheese properly can make all the difference. Cheese is a living, breathing food and it needs the right conditions to stay at its best. Here's how you can store it the right way to prevent it from drying out, becoming moldy, or losing its flavor. First things first, let's talk about wrapping your cheese. This is one of the most crucial steps in keeping your cheese fresh and creamy. The way you wrap your cheese can either help it stay moist and flavorful, or cause it to dry out and lose its delicious taste. Tip 1. Wrap it up. Always wrap your cheese in wax paper or parchment paper. These materials allow the cheese to breathe while still protecting it from drying out. Unlike plastic wrap, which can suffocate the cheese and trap moisture, wax paper and parchment paper provide the perfect balance of air and protection. When you wrap your cheese, make sure to cover it completely, but not too tightly. You want to give it a little room to breathe. After wrapping it in wax or parchment paper, you can add a layer of aluminum foil or place it in a resealable plastic bag for extra protection. Tip 2. Avoid plastic wrap. While it might be tempting to use plastic wrap for convenience, it's not the best choice for cheese. Plastic wrap traps moisture, which can make your cheese soggy or even moldy. Instead, stick to wax paper or parchment paper for the best results. If you must use plastic wrap, make sure to change it frequently to prevent moisture buildup. However, it's always better to use materials that allow the cheese to breathe. Tip 3. Use an airtight container. After wrapping your cheese properly, the next step is to store it in an airtight container. This helps to maintain the right humidity levels and keeps the cheese from absorbing other odors in the fridge. Airtight containers are especially useful for soft cheeses, which can dry out quickly if not stored correctly. For harder cheeses, you can also use a resealable plastic bag, but make sure to squeeze out as much air as possible before sealing it. Tip 4. Keep it cool. Cheese should always be stored in the refrigerator, but not just anywhere in the fridge. The best place to store cheese is in the vegetable drawer or a designated cheese drawer if your fridge has one. These areas tend to have the most consistent temperatures and humidity levels. Avoid storing cheese in the very back of the fridge where it can get too cold and dry out. Instead, place it in the middle or towards the front where the temperature is more stable. Also, make sure to keep your cheese away from strong-smelling foods like onions or garlic, as cheese can easily absorb these odors. Tip 5. Handle with care. When you're ready to enjoy your cheese, take it out of the fridge and let it sit at room temperature for about 30 minutes before serving. This allows the cheese to soften and its flavors to fully develop. Remember to re-wrap and store any leftover cheese properly to keep it fresh for next time. By following these simple tips, you can ensure that your cheese stays fresh, flavorful, and ready to enjoy whenever you want. Proper storage not only extends the life of your cheese but also enhances its taste and texture. So next time you bring home a delicious piece of cheese, remember these tips and give it the care it deserves. Your taste buds will thank you. And there you go. Fresh cheese that won't dry out, become moldy, or lose its wonderful flavor. Keep it fresh and enjoy every bite. Like and subscribe for more tips. See you next time.